22 new clients, an increase of over $3,000 for the month from one of our PT Create PT Wealth clients. Now, whenever someone hears that type of results, the first question normally is, how'd you do it? Just like when someone who has lost a great amount of weight, like 20, 30 kilos, whatever it may be, someone in a similar position who would like to lose that kind of weight, is the first response is, how did you do it? And the reason I started by talking about this particular client that got this result, because my question wasn't so much how did you do it, I said, what was the turning point for you that enabled you to do that? What is it? Hey Vic, that's the better question to ask. So when we see people achieve things, normally the question is how did you do it? The better question, in my opinion, is what did it take? What was the turning point? What was it that really got you to that result? Because how you did it, is there information out there about how to increase your sales? Is there information about how to get more leads, how to generate leads on Facebook? There's a bazillion bits of so-called experts and information out there that you could study and research. How much information out there and trainers out there are there about how to lose weight, get in shape? Well, there's a million bits of information. So if it's just about the information, you'd be right. But that's not the case. So why is it that some people get the results that they want, other people don't, even though they've got the same information and knowledge? So my question to her was, what was the turning point? What enabled you to be able to get this result, knowing this person's situation? They'd only been on our program for a very, very short time. And her response to me was, number one, my mindset. She said, I really looked at the things that you guys are talking about and understood that concept. If it's just about the knowledge, then I would have achieved it probably already, because I could go and get the knowledge about how to increase sales and how to market from pretty much anywhere. And I said, yeah, I agree. Because, hey, at the end of the day, if you believe you can't do it, that's going to be the result you're going to get. If you believe you can do it, then you're halfway there and everything in between. So what I said was like, so what part of that mindset did you need to shift? And she said, well, I looked at the goals and targets that I wanted to achieve, and like we teach at our 2-day workshop, the process of going, what's the emotional response when you hit that target or goal? And if it doesn't line up, if your internal response isn't what matches up with what you said, then we've got some work to do. And that's why we spend time at Create Wealth removing those mental blockages that does really hold you back, even though our clients know what it is they need to put into place. So it's very important, that part first. So she was smart, because what she did was she identified the part that she knew was truly holding her back, and that was starting with the mindset. Now, a lot of the times the temptation in our society is to go out, get more information, more qualifications. It's called an outward approach to success, rather than stopping and going within and going, what are my actual true beliefs about being successful in business, about earning this type of money that I want to earn, about converting more sales? What is it? Because if the response is, I failed high school, I'm not smart enough, I'm not good enough, I don't like selling, I don't like being a sleazy salesman, if any of that is going on internally, the chances of you being successful and reaching those goals are very limited. It's like for many years when I worked in the psychology or personal development field, I'd hear people go, I want more money, I want better relationships, but the reality is that their track record said something totally different. So I could go and give them the information, give them the training, here's how you make more money, here's how you do it on the stock market, whatever it may be, go and read this. But if they hadn't changed your internal beliefs, structure and programs about being successful in that area, then what you feel is a lot of resistance. You feel like it's hard work. You don't feel like you're in the flow. And so the way that you know that you're more on line or on track to reach your goals and target is that you feel a difference internally. You've had an emotional shift, your beliefs have shifted, and that's the part that we really need to address up front, in my opinion. So my biggest beef for the personal development industry is that, set the vision board, set the goals, all that, but what we want to do, the reason we set these goals and targets in the first place is to look at the emotional response that comes up when we do set them, like as I just spoke about. And we need to stop and we need to really analyse, okay, when I look at this goal or target, what's my emotional response? No different than a client that comes to you and says, right, I want to lose 10 kilos, 20 kilos, whatever it may be. Stopping and going, okay, now that you've set that goal, what is your honest emotional response right here, right now? What is this inner self-talk that comes up? Now, if it's not anything that's totally 100% in line with that goal, chances are self-sabotage is just around the corner. So that was the first part that she said that she addressed, and using the tools and resources that we gave, and she was able to take care of that. The next part is that she said, I just had to increase my skill set in sales, get more confident. She said that's one of the main reasons I joined the program, was to get that education, get that more experience in sales. And again, there's a lot of information out there about sales, a lot of ways that you can do it, embrace it, learn it. She said, but I wanted to really get the approach that you guys have used, being from the industry, it works. And so there's two parts here that I'll point out already. If you're not getting the results that you want in your life, if this particular person was before joining the program, then you need to address it. Is it my internal beliefs and mindset? Does that need to be realigned? Second set is the skill set. The reality is it's all good and well to have a positive mindset, get that part sorted, but you're going to need the skill set. So smart enough she was to then go and educate herself and get better at the sales process. That gave her more confidence, and her conversion rate went through the roof. And that's how she was enabled herself to convert 22 new people into her group training programs. As a result of that, an additional $3,000, just over $3,000 per month. Now, the main message that I want to get at here as well is that if you're putting up with results that are less than what you want, then it's time to take some action. So often I hear people say, look, I'd love to do some of your programs, I'd love to get help from somebody else, but I'll just wait till things turn around. Well, how's that working out for you? Because every day, every week that goes past that you're not addressing it and you're not sure how to fix it, it's costing you a fortune. So in this case, her ability to get the help, get the support, change the mindset, work on that, improve the skill set was the real key to the turnaround, the real solution. And if you're sitting there hoping things are just going to change by themselves, that's just crazy. So we need to sit down, we need to stop, you need to address the areas in your business or your life that's not working. Let's just focus on business here and go, what are they? What do I need to review? Is it my mindset? When I look and think about sales or doing marketing, is my mindset in line with what I want to achieve? If not, well, I've got some work to do in that area. Next is the reality is I've spent very little time educating myself in that area, so I shouldn't be surprised that my conversion rate is very poor. I wing it, some days I'm on, some days I'm not, so I don't have a predictable way to do it. Now, that is very risky. That's a very risky approach to running your business. You're walking a tightrope because you're not relying on proper proven methods, techniques, ability. You're just hoping, and it's called the hope plan. So I really do encourage you that if your business isn't operating where it is, even if you think it's okay, but you're on cruise control and you want to increase it, then there's an opportunity to rise above that. And I really encourage you, it doesn't have to be us, it could be anyone that you have a connection with. If you're not getting the results you want, go get help, because the reality is it does cost you a lot for every day, every week of every year that you don't address these issues. My analogy for that is it's like someone getting a cut on their leg and they go, oh, it's just a cut. No big deal today. And no big deal today is what it is. Don't address it, gets infected. That small cut now gets infected the part where it's going green and needs to be amputated. So what wasn't a big deal today, not treated, not addressed, left alone, has big consequences down the track. So we can switch off and ignore it and look at it. So point today, really take some form of action, take some time today to stop, look at the areas that aren't working and ask yourself some better questions. And that's really what it is. How would I change? Who do I know is doing better at it than me? Who can I ask? Who can I reach out to? Who can I just take that one small step to inquire? When you're your own business owner, you wear many different hats and you're trying to do everything at the same time, be the technician, be the marketer, the admin. You really got to surround yourself and expand your circle that can help guide you, educate you, and develop and grow to the next level. Well, I hope that tip's been of use. Hope you've taken one small thing away. Hope it's resonated with you in some shape or form. And again, if you need some help, just inquire. Just pick up the phone, message us through the Facebook here. message us below. We're just happy to get on a phone call, chat, see what your current situation is, and see if we can offer some help. All right, hope you've been a great week so far, and look forward to our new next live video real soon.